3 matches coming up in today's episode. There has been a bit of a change of plan because we are actually doing quite well in the FA Cup and we've got a winnable game in the second round. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic in the Vanarama National League. And since we last met, we've won quite a lot of football matches and then lost against Fylde because of a Sonny Davis own goal. And then a draw as well with York. We've won absolutely everything else and we've been rotating our side because we need to, because I think our style of football kind of wears our players out. Our entire defence need a rest. We're playing Wycombe today. They're not getting one. Just in case you weren't aware as well, this is what the league table currently looks like. Up in 5th place at the moment, we're already halfway to our points target of 80 points, which should be getting us into the playoffs. Wasn't expecting playoffs in Season 1 back in this league, but here we are. We are, 8 points off the top of the table as well. So that is also certainly a possibility. But first, let's see how well we do against Wycombe. The starting lineup then for the match against Wycombe. We are away from home. They are a League 1 side, but they are struggling, which is why I think we genuinely have a chance of actually winning this game, because they are down in 22nd place in the table. We obviously flying nice and high in our league. It's going to be Fryer in goal, Lewis Payne, Zach Orr, Leon Pambu and Nathan Ralph in defence. This is Nathan Ralph. I realise we've only got one left back and yeah, he's always very, very tired, so we've brought in another one. Not really the most attack-minded fullback, but he's good enough. In fact, technically, if you listen to our coaches, he's better than Tyler Garrett. We've also got Zach Brown, Dan Malone and Michael Craig. It's Matthew Craig. It's one of the Craigs. It's Matthew Craig. Is it Dan? It's Dan. It is Dan. It's Dan Malone. It's Zach Brown. It's Matthew Craig. It's Harvey Woods and Jack Spong on the wings. It's Rob Street up front. You feel like I should know our players by this point, but I really don't. On the subs bench, we do have the Ballard brothers. Dom is there because he's not particularly match fit. Gary is there because I say he's not match fit. He is match fit. He's been playing a lot for the under-18s, and I want to gently ease him into the first team, even though he's still only 16. Maybe we could see a Gary appearance in this cup tie. Here we go then, walking out wearing our white kits, Wycombe in their famous blue and blue corners, checkered corners, whatever you call it, I'm not quite sure. I don't know whether they're playing a full-strength side or whether they're deciding to take it a little bit easy on us. First chance goes to Wycombe and Lewis Payne off the line, gets the ball clear, finds Rob Street. Is this a counter-attack for us? It's Obita with a decent slide tackle to prevent Rob Street from getting any further forward. First chance goes Wycombe's way. Second chance might be going our way. Spong's corner comes in. Leon Pambu is there. And Leon Pambu, who has stepped up recently, similar to Zach Orr, he's managed to make it 1-0 in the FA Cup second round against Wycombe. If we hold on to this, we could be setting up a third round tie, which will fix our finances for a good number of years. 20 minutes on the clock now. Ralph has been pushed over by Grimmer, and that is going to be a second yellow card for the Wycombe Wanderers. Man, they're down to 10 men. Everything is playing into our hands. We need to get ourselves a second goal. That's what we need. Ingram's claimed that one from Jack Spong's free kick. It's a kick over the halfway line, but towards absolutely nobody. Nathan Ralph is going to keep the ball in play. Just his second appearance for Dover, by the way. He joined on a non-contract basis. Malone's cross comes in. Harvey Woods is at the back post. And we are 2-0 up against Wycombe Wanderers in the FA Cup second round. We are actually going to cause an upset. This season, I was expecting nothing to happen. We might be going into the playoffs and playing an FA Cup third round tie against a big, big side. Zach Orr has taken a knock. That's not good. That is really not good, because obviously Zach Orr is one of our best players. Half-time, we are dominating. Absolutely dominating Wycombe. We are going to have to do this Zach Orr sub. Sendles White is going to be the man to come on. I'm also thinking, do we look at bringing on Gary Ballard sooner rather than later? We're 2-0 up. We're 2-0 up. It's basically game over at this point, isn't it? 5 minutes into the second half and we've got the ball with Leon Pambu, the goal scorer. One of our 2 goal scorers. Pambu again with the ball. Where are you going to go, buddy? The big French defender across to Jamie Sendles White. The substitute runs forward with the ball. I still don't know whether he's told to run forward with the ball or whether he just does it because he's quite good at dribbling. It's on the right-hand side to Harvey Woods, the other goal scorer. Number 24, back to Lewis Payne. Not the best idea in my opinion. Back to Sendles White. Coming forward again, Matthew Craig to Dan Malone. Through ball to Rob Street. Is it going to be 3? It is 3. Rob Street's 15th goal of the season. And we are heading to an FA Cup third round tie against a big boy. That's what we want. We want a Man United at Old Trafford because that is going to fix our money for a very long time. Time is ticking away quite nicely. We are going to do a couple of changes now. We're looking at fitness concerns. because obviously we do have too many games being played. We're going to do Zach Brown for Jack Turner. We're going to do Jack Spong for Gary Ballard, not Don Ballard. We're 3-0 up. We don't need Don, we need Gary. Final 10 minutes. Wycombe have themselves a chance from the corner. Leon Pambru, though, big head clear. Hanlon is going to collect it, so Wycombe are going to come forward once again. Down the right-hand side, Joe Fryer comes out. Lovely television save there from the goalkeeper. And he's thrown it across his goal when he's not on his line, which is a worry. Sendles White to Lewis Payne. Forward to Harvey Woods on the right-hand side. Back to Lewis Payne, all the way back to Matthew Craig. Now Sendles White again. We like to pass it around in little triangles, which is really good, actually. That's arguably a very, very key part of our game. Sendles White in the middle finds Pambru loads and loads of space. Are we going to get number 4? Gary Ballard. Lovely ball through from Gary Ballard. Rob Street on the half volley on the turn. Hits it just over the bar. Still remains 3-0 to Dover Athletic. But we are going through to an FA Cup third round tie. I don't know when the draw is. But I just hope that we get one of the big boys. The full-time whistle goes, and arguably we should have scored more. 20 shots, 10 on target, 3-0 win. We just shut Wycombe up completely. FA Cup third round, here we come. Bad news. Zach Orr is out for 3 weeks, or 11 days to 14 days. So 2 weeks. He's out for 2 weeks. Not ideal. We've received 35k from that match as well. How was that? Has that fixed our finances? Yes, it has. It certainly has. So we've gone from 95,000 in debt to 3,000 in debt. We have fixed our finances. When is the draw for the next FA Cup round? The 11th of December. So we are going to see that in a second. We're going to go forward to the FA Cup third round tie. I want Man United. That's the one we want. I don't need to go through the teams left in the draw, do I? But obviously all the Premier League sides have entered at this point. I don't think there are too many non-league sides left in at this point. Particularly, there are no non-league sides below the Vanarama South. I think we are probably, looking at it, everyone is Vanarama National League, no North or South. So, we are one of the lowest ranked teams left in the competition, which is no surprise to anybody. We don't want to be playing a League 2 side if we can help it. Middlesbrough we now need to take a look. What is the size? It's going to be a big stadium, isn't it? It's facilities. It's a reasonable sized stadium, 34,000 capacity, but they're probably not selling it out. 20,000, 16,000. It's not the big money tie, is it? It's not the big money tie that we're after. But it does mean that match will be in the next episode, and probably Kings Lynn, because we've played Weymouth and Bromley already. Match number 2 then of the episode, back down to earth. It is going to be Chesterfield away from home, and you've already spotted that starting 11. There's a lot of rotation going on. Fryer keeps his place in goal. Sonny Davis, Sendles White, Goodman and Tyler Garrett in defence. Bramble, Turner and Malone in midfield. Ballard and Ballard on the wings. Rob Street up front. I just need a little bit of a break because so many of our players need some form of a rest. So many of them. If we go down, Zach Brown is there, Pambru's there. Obviously the injury to Zach Orr as well is not ideal. So yeah, this is what we're going to go for. It does mean that Gary Ballard gets to have a lovely start in the league. These fitness concerns could genuinely put a dampener on the squad harmony and dynamic system, because obviously if we lose to teams like Chesterfield, who are up into 4th place, Street's coming for that, he's not managed to get it though, Hamilton holds on. If we lose to somebody like a Chesterfield, it might damage morale a little bit. And then if we lose the next match, it might damage morale a little bit further. Johnson's in on goal. Fryer can stop that one from going in. 5 minutes on the clock. We've both had a couple of chances each. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be the man Clark to take it left-footed towards the back post. It's a good clearance from TJ Bramble. Street, is he going to get there first? No, he doesn't. But Daniel Malone picks it up, but we're not going to see any further highlight. I'm expecting us to maybe not win this game. The way we're playing at the moment, we're not really having any chances. Chesterfield also not having too many chances either. But we're not really doing a lot at all. Goodman on a 6.3. We've got a very, very tired Daniel Malone in the middle of the pitch. Jack Turner has the ball after 40 minutes played. Sendles White to Turner. Finds Don Ballard. Long range effort from Don Ballard. And Don Ballard gets his 6th goal of the season into the top corner. We are starting to score screamers as well, by the way. This is something that always happens against us. Very rarely happens for us. And we've finally started to do it. We have taken the lead in this match against Chesterfield. Is that going to move us up the table? Doesn't look like it. Wonderful. We've got an injury. Luckily, Nathan Ralph is on the bench, so he's going to come on. We are going to start to drop like flies as we get towards the Christmas period, although we're technically already in it. No changes for us as we go into the second half. We are going to hopefully see something from this. All the way back to the Chesterfield goalkeeper. Long kick over the halfway line. Johnson's controlled that. Plays it across to Rowley. Polion's there. Polion's effort goes just wide of Joe Fryer's post. We keep our 1-goal lead for the moment. Fryer with a goal kick. Jamie Sendles-White, who he's kind of a fringe central defender now. He still plays quite a lot of football, but Pambu and Zakor are the two main players at the moment. Long ball forward, doesn't manage to find Rob Street. And now Polion over the top to Johnson. It's a wonderful save from Joe Fryer. And end the highlight now would be nice. He's kicked it upfield. It's carrying on. This is a concern. Rowley to Pike. The right back on the right-hand side. The highlight ends there. We've got ourselves a corner. If we can nick a goal from the corner, Ralph is taking it. The left back crosses it in. It's almost managed to find one of our players. Ballard back to Ralph. Still plenty in the box. Don Ballard again. And oh my word, Don Ballard scored a screamer. But it's not going to count. I think it might have been Ralph was offside. So the initial pass back to Ralph here, he was offside. Yes, he was. It's going to remain 1-0. Don Ballard, though, does love to score absolute cracking goals at the moment. Sendles-White has just hooked a clearance upfield, but it's only found a Chesterfield shut. Tomlinson to Walker. Forward to Reeves. Back to Walker. I mean, every highlight seems to start with Chesterfield doing something and Joe Fryer saving it like that. Sonny Davis kicks that one off for a throw. A throw that we don't get to see. I want to do some subs, but there looks like there's a free kick at a very, very good position for Chesterfield. It is going to be Brad Walker stepping up to take it. Right-footed free kick. Joe Fryer again with a good save. Tomlinson's collected it. Plays it back to Reeves. Facing away from goal. Olieki, maybe. Goes for goal from Reeves. It's blocked. Gary. Go on, Gary. Gary's got there first. It's not a good pass from Gary Ballard. Rob Street is making the most of things and he's balls that up as well. Right, let's do some changes. We've obviously only got 2 to do because of the injury. Right, I'm looking at my subs bench and I didn't really sort it out, did I? Riley Wright can play on either flank. So Riley Wright is going to come on for Gary Ballard because Gary Ballard isn't playing very well. Jake Goodman having a poor game would do Lewis Payne. I mean, that's all of our options. I should have subbed off some of the players who were more regular starters rather than the wing back or the winger who very rarely plays for us and the centre back who's literally making his first appearance of the season today. But there we are. Final few minutes of the match. Do we go defensive? And by do we, yes, we do go defensive. If they score from this, I'm not going to be happy. Just as I knock it down to defensive, it's a header clear. Sonny Davis has got a knock. I think someone else has also got a knock. It is right up front, or on the left wing, sorry, he's got a knock. Reeves with the ball, crosses it in. Eventually, back post is Jack Clark. It is not going to count, though. It is going to be pulled back. I think Jack Clark may well have been offside. It is still 1-0 to Dover. 2 minutes, 15 seconds of injury time to play. Essen on the right for Chesterfield. On the ground to Clark. In the middle is McCourt. Crossfield ball. Get it clear, Sonny Davis. Sonny Davis does get the ball clear, but it is all Chesterfield at the moment. We are hopefully going to hold on, but I genuinely don't have too much faith because so many times we seem to balls it up late on, particularly last season and the season before. Wright isn't going to get there first. Chesterfield still pressuring. With 1:40, cross comes in, Johnson's there, it's a header clear from Sendles-White, Turner flicks it on further, Rob Street's got no support, but sometimes he doesn't really need the support, he's going out wide to the right hand side. Keep going, buddy, just time waste all you want. In towards the corner, there's one player in the middle, he's crossed it in, is he going to find Riley Wright? Riley Wright's headed effort goes just over the bar, so that all came to a counter-attack of all things. The worrying thing is, we are seeing the goal kick as well from Chesterfield. Clark heads down. Lewis Payne, the sub, gets there first. And we are hopefully just going to pass the ball around and run down the clock. Sendles-White loves to run forward. Why? Why does he do that all the time? Don Ballard across Sonny Davis. Kelvin Davis's son. Sendles-White again. He's going for another little run down the wing. Don Ballard. I mean, time's ticking away. There is 25 seconds. 25 seconds to just keep hold of the ball, lads. You don't even need to do anything. Just keep hold of the ball, pass it around defence, wait for that whistle to go, pick up the 3 points away from home against a very good Chesterfield side with, let's be honest, an absolutely terrible Dover team at the moment. Ballard to Jack Turner down the right-hand side. He's got company. The full-time whistle goes. It is a 1-0 victory away from home, and we kind of stole that one, and I'm perfectly fine with doing that. That's not something you like to see, is it? Tyler Garrett injured. What's up? 4 to 5 weeks with a fractured toe. We've also missing Sonny Davis for 5 to 8 days. Not ideal. Riley Wright out for 2 to 3 days. fitness concerns for Lewis Payne and Daniel Malone. We've got 4 days until we play our next match, which is why I've actually started to do a little bit more depth, shall we say. Jordan McAneff, formerly of Arsenal, got released at the end of the season, didn't have a club. We brought him in on a non-contract basis. I'm going to try and get in a couple more players if we can, but I don't know how much we're going to be able to do before the Harrogate game, which will be in this episode, so let's jump straight to that. It's the day of the Harrogate game and we have brought in 2 further players. There should have been a third, but unfortunately he's not agreed a contract just yet. And by contract, how much money we're just going to pay him if he's going to play a game for us. Jack Wakely is first up, 23-year-old English central defender, formerly of the team that we beat earlier on in this episode, Wycombe Wanderers. He's come in non-contract basis, might not actually get on the pitch or anything, but he's here if we need him. Same with Harry Phipps, a 25-year-old English central midfielder. This is where I think we don't have a huge amount of options at the moment. Phipps is going to hopefully, I say not play. I don't think he is going to play, but again, he's another option if we need to use him. He's there. The starting lineup then for the Harrogate game, once again away from home, it's going to be Joe Fryer in goal, who has had a superb last 5 matches by the looks of it. Lewis Payne, Jack Wakely, Leon Pambu and Nathan Ralph in defence, so Wakely will be making his debut today. Matthew Craig, Zach Brown and Ryan Chavez Munoz in the middle of the pitch, with Harvey Woods and Jack Spong on the wings. Rob Street as our striker. No, we won't do Rob Street. We will do Jaden Williams as our striker. On the bench, Sendles White, TJ Bramble, McAnuff, Jack Turney and Rob Street. I would argue that our team is a little bit stronger for this third match of the episode than it was for the second match against Chesterfield, and we managed to pick up a point there. We didn't pick up a point, we picked up 3 points, didn't we? So, yeah, hopefully we can do a slightly better job here, maybe score a couple more goals. 22 minutes on the clock. Harrogate wearing the yellow today, coming forward with the ball. Hardy. He's got some company in Leon Pambu. Dempsey now on the right-hand side, a little bit further right to McBride. Are we playing Fulham from the early 2000s? Hardy's in, and what a finish that is from Joe Hardy. Across from Brian McBride off of a Clint Dempsey pass, apparently. And it is 1-0 to Harrogate, and that is a cracking goal. Not the ideal start. Oh, even better. Ralph has picked up an injury. Lewis Payne's throw to Harvey Woods. Back to Payne. Crosses it in. Spong's there unmarked. And Spong, who I think is a little lad. He's only about 5'8", 5'9", something like that. Heads that one over the bar. And at half-time already, Harrogate's one chance on goal, really, that we saw was the best thing about the game completely so far. I mean, we're not playing well. We're just not playing well at all. I've just said... I don't even know what I said. Did I say you're playing well? I feel like I might have said you're unlucky. Harrogate with a ball in a very good position just before the hour mark. Hardy, the goal scorer from well outside the area. Thompson, good slide tackle from the new signing Wakely, but it's not cleared far enough. And I think that is going to be a goal kick. It is a goal kick. Goes over the bar. I think we need to do some changes. We need to try and mix something up. Ralph, I mean, he's one of our better players on the pitch, so I don't want to bring him off. Harvey Woods is coming off. Jordan McAnuff is going to come on. Zach Brown as well for Jack Turner. And I think we're going to need to take Wakely off for Jamie Sendles White. That's all of our changes. No, we don't do that last one. We don't do that last one. We do Jaden Williams for Rob Street. Fully aware it's a massive risk leaving Nathan Ralph on the pitch despite his injury, but he's one of our better players at the moment, and I think if we take him off, we're just taking a backward step. Final 10 minutes of the game, I'm going to give him a shout. I don't need to do this too often at the moment. They seem to be playing quite well, but it looks like it is going to be a defeat against Harrogate, but our fitness concerns have been the main problem here. I don't think we're playing particularly badly, but we're having to play more and more fringe players every single week at the moment. Injured players as well. Jack Spong with the ball in the penalty area. We've got a minute and a half. The cross comes in. Rob Street heads over the bar. That was the chance to equalise the game, or maybe this is the chance to equalise the game. Fair enough. Jack Turner with it across. Ryan Chavez Munoz. Long ball over the top. Finds Spong on the left. Get some players in the box, lads. Spong tries to cross it in, can't manage it, wins a corner. Leon Pambu, get up there. We want to get everyone up there. Wakely, get up there as well. If we can nod this one in, pick up a point against Harrogate in a match where we've not been particularly great. It's not looking likely, is it? Thompson's counter-attacking now. Final 15 seconds. McAnuff can't do a lot there really either. And it is going to be a 1-0 defeat away from home against Harrogate. On paper, doesn't sound terrible, does it? Doesn't sound like a terrible result. If we were playing them at home, full strength side, we should have won that game. Obviously away from home with a very weakened side, we got unlucky. We genuinely got unlucky. Players started to perform well in the second half. Listen, Jamie Crosswell, my head of physio. Matthew Craig, Zach Brown, Leon Pambu and Lewis Payne are a little jaded. Yes, and they will be for quite a while, because if you look at our fixture congestion, it's pretty busy at the moment. It is December. We've had a very busy November, a very busy December. Hopefully, I mean, we're playing Monday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Saturday. I mean, that's a big break there, isn't it? That's like a 2-week break between Middlesbrough and Bromley. So next episode is going to be Weymouth again. I think we've already played Weymouth once so far this season, but it's going to be Weymouth again away from home. It's going to be Middlesbrough. We might also do Kings Lynn as well, something like that. But that is what we're going to do next time. This time, though, we managed to beat Wycombe. We managed to beat Chesterfield and a 1-0 defeat against Harrogate. Not ideal, but we're through to an FA Cup third round. Middlesbrough is the big money ticket for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, please remember, like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, stick your comments down in the comment section below, and I'll be back next time for an FA Cup third round match that should fix our finances. Thanks for watching.